Hey everybody, I'm back from the doctors and things went great. This guy was such an awesome person. And basically I just gotta do some blood work up the street from where I live, about 5 minutes from where I live by car. And after that, he's going to do a telehealth call with me appointment on March 15th and prescribe me that day after he goes over the blood work. And he decides the appropriate dosages that I need for T blockers and the E and everything else. So I am so excited. Now I know I'm going to be on hormones within less than a month. Just like that. One appointment and some blood work and a phone call. And then I'll be having it called in to my pharmacy. I can't believe I'm so excited, still nervous to get on it and all this stuff that I'll go through emotionally and everything. I'm so ready for them emotional tidal waves to come in. My whole life has been emotional tidal waves with my anxiety issues, with my depression issues, so I'm used to it. I've always been a little bit out there. I've been through a lot of crazy things, so many near death experiences between the car accident, between things that happened in the streets and everything else over the years, that this does not phase me. I've been through so many surgeries that any surgeries that I need in the future do not phase me. Like, if I survive that, I will survive something that's going to make me this happy, and I am so happy. Like, I was afraid that, like, somehow, some way, this wouldn't go good today, and it went great. So, like, I'm not gonna look so much like a dude just dressed up, like, and getting himself dolled up and stuff. By the way, like, if my hair wasn't so frizzy, that wig, it would look great on me. I've been modeling it and stuff, and it fits great. Fits with my hair great and stuff, like my hair color, I mean. It looks kind of real if it wasn't so frizzy from when someone, like, sat on it or something in the car and messed it up. I'm gonna see if I could try and comb it out, cause, like, even though it's synthetic hair, I want to start wearing it around. Like, it's like my gender dysphoria acts up when I look in the mirror and I see all my guy features. All the hair, all the, like, I try and cover up the 5 o'clock shadow with some cover up and stuff, but it's still just. If you've been through gender dysphoria, you know what I'm talking about. Every little feature sticks out to you like a sore thumb, even if other people don't notice it. I don't want to get clocked by people in public as a trans, like, everywhere I go either. Like, I want to be able to pass after some time, and these hormones are going to help me pass, They're going to help me get there. They're going to help me lose my guy features, gain some female features, and I think that I already look younger than my age. A lot of people tell me that. Doctors, friends, strangers, everybody tells me I look like I'm in my 20s still. But nope, I'm about to be 34 in less than 2 months. So, yeah. It would be a nice birthday present to ask people for some money for some laser surgery, like, to put towards that and everything. I'm gonna need all the money I can get, I was just telling my mom today I want to hit the thrift shop soon, get a nice, like, stock of clothes. It's like I only got a couple of good shirts. This is, like, my new favorite shirt, by the way. Like, the one I got from Walmart. This is brand new though. I didn't get it from a thrift shop. And yeah, it's gonna be low costly to. I mean, I'm gonna keep some of my guy stuff because, like, I love some of my stuff and it's unisex, most of it anyway. But it's gonna be a long journey. It really is. And I'm gonna love every minute of it. I'm gonna update you guys every minute of it. But you see, like, when you come out, you become so much happier. Because, like, you're gonna get there. You just keep telling yourself, like, or, like, look at all these before and after videos and pictures of other people that have been through it. If you work at it, you'll get there and you'll look amazing, you'll feel amazing. Because you can actually just be you and not worry about, like, the what ifs. All them what ifs kept me from doing this years ago, kept me from being the person I wanted to be years ago. Or, like, well, at some points in my life I had accepted I was gonna live as a man because I was happy in a relationship or something like that. But other than that, like, it's always been in the back of my head. I didn't feel right in that male role, being the male expectations, doing guy things. I would rather, like I said, be styling my hair in the mirror than doing guy things a lot of times. Or just people said, like, I would talk feminine or just have mannerisms of a feminine person because it's just, it shows around the edges. If it's in you, it's in you. It'll be in your dreams, it'll be in your thoughts, even if you pray for it to go away. And trust me, I did. Because I didn't want to be the weird one out. No one wants to be a discriminated minority among the world. Like, no one chooses that unless they're freaking insane, like I've said in previous videos. But having talked to other people that can relate, I realized I'm not alone. And they helped me come out after all these years, and my friends, my family, they've all been so good to me. Made me feel so strong about doing this, so good about doing this. And I don't feel stupid. I don't feel that much like just a guy that's dressing up like a chick and stuff. I feel like people are starting to recognize it. And I don't even care that my family and everybody else still tends to use the guy pronouns. Because I know it's a lot of years of saying the same stuff to get used to saying it different. Old habits die hard, but at least they're respecting it, and that's all I wanted. So if they're giving me that leeway, I'll give them that leeway and let them in their own time work on it. The next thing I'm worried about is once and for all deciding a name. There's a few that I've loved. I want to stick with some J oriented, but most of the ones I love aren't J oriented. And I want help from those close to me to decide, because I don't know about other trans, but it feels weird to me to pick out my own name. When you're born, you don't pick out your own name. So, like, and if you're in the streets, you don't even pick out your own name usually, unless you're just weird like that. But usually you just get it from some people over time based on something about you. But you don't pick your own name often in life. Like, it's weird for me to pick my own name that I'll be recognized by. And even the doctor was telling me today it's actually rather cheap in New Jersey to get your name and your gender changed on a license. It's cheap as like $40, he said. I cannot believe that. And you don't even need surgery or nothing. I did not know that. So, yeah, a lot could be done within the near future. And I'm so happy. Like, this is really happening. And everything is cool with everybody, and just means the world to me. It really does, because I didn't want people to think differently of me from it, and they see that I'm no different of a person just because I dress different. It's a different style, basically. I told them, still the same person. I'll still treat them the exact same way, and I have, and they have. Um, so it's gone as good as I could have ever asked for, and then some. That's why I can't tell people enough. Don't wait until you get older, because I wasted my best years. Just when I could have already fully transitioned by now. And instead, I'm in my mid 30s doing it, and I've got explaining to do with my kids. you know. But they'll be told in a mature way, and they'll understand what it is. And just the basics, they don't need to hear about my personal life. They'll just understand the basics. But kids are educated on these things very early in this day and age. They see it all over the news. They see it all over social media. They see it all over the world. Kids are a lot more open-minded than back when I was a kid, at least. And that was just, 20 to 30 years ago. Times have really changed, and in a good way. I must say that. In some ways, times have changed much for the worse, but in that way, much for the better. The world should be much more accepting of the LGBTQ community, and that's just that, because it's just a person's way of lifestyle. That's what they want to either identify as or live like, whatever, what they're attracted to. Depends on their situation and what they are. But you get the point. It's just them in their private time. It don't make them a bad person. they're actually some of the best people because they know what struggle is like, and they're they're good-hearted people. Like, the majority of them. Like, I've had conversations with many of them, and they're quick to help somebody because they know what it's like to need help in a situation or to go through it. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to update you on how things have been. I'm sorry I haven't dropped a video. I've just been very busy with my kids and everything else, and there really hasn't been too much to report based on this subject or anything else. Like, it's just been the simple life. I don't want to just tape every boring day and just talk. Like, you guys get so bored with my channel so quick. But, yeah, it's been nice leaving you guys a new video and everything, and I hope you guys are as happy for me as I am for myself. For once I can say I'm honestly happy for myself, like, because God knows I haven't been in love in a long time, not since, being married and everything, and we've been broken up for over a year now. And I don't see myself finding love with anybody. I've been single for a while, and I don't see myself finding anybody anytime soon. Especially now with my very unique sexuality. I don't see it easy to find a date. So at least I have something else to be happy with myself about. And like, I'll learn to love myself before worrying about loving someone else for once. And maybe that's the thing I've needed to do all along. And of course, my necklace isn't as adjusted as I like to be. But yeah, I've never really loved myself. And that might have been one of my biggest issues. Like, I may have loved the person I was with at some points. I did tell a lot of people I love them, and I didn't, but I did have a couple of really good loves in my lifetime, and that they ended for their own reasons, and some I'm still friends with, my exes, some I'm not, and I wish them all the best, except for the most recent girl that I dated. She was kind of crazy. She can go to hell. Nah, I'm messing around, kind of. I'm sorry, but she was just a crazy person, and that's why we didn't get serious. But, um, yeah, enough about my dating life. I'm just saying that when you don't have a relationship to fall back on, at least you can learn to love yourself for the first time in your life. That's something to fall back on. Maybe that's been a problem in my heart for a long time. Maybe it's been why I've never really responded right to people or relationships. I've always been a very socially awkward and withdrawn person. It's been hard for me to connect to anybody. This might be part of it. And resolving this is really helping me open up to people, talk to people more, feel more comfortable being around people. And it's great, you know? It's really resolving a lot in my own head, even though I'm still worried about a lot of things. I can't even start to name my list of worries. I'm trying to tell myself, don't worry about the what ifs. Look at how good coming out went. That went great, so don't worry about all the other stuff. But still, it's in my head. So I guess I gotta work on that. Or else I gotta work on working on my voice, because believe it or not, I still don't change my voice, not even a little bit. This is just how my voice is. I don't feel like being fake. But yeah, as I start to look better, I might want to have a better voice to go with it. So I'm trying to get that muscle memory going. That's what they say to do, muscle memory. But I will cut this video at that and tell everybody the usual. Be safe and peace out for now.